Welcome to our demo SCIO EDUCTOR, our quantum biofeedback and bioresonance technologies. Tonight we'll talk about the meridian and the theory of the 5 elements. This is very important and useful in our use our device. So my name is Jacqueline Jacques. I have been a practitioner with the SCIO and the EDUCTOR for more than 12 years. You see here my background. We'll just go right away into the objective of this session. So the idea of this video is that this is part of a series of videos that I have produced to present the main characteristic and functionalities of the EDUCTOR, the most efficient quantum biofeedback and bioresonance technologies on the market today. So this video will present the meridian as well as the theory of the 5 elements. So we'll see which meridian, how we can harmonize the meridian, and get some information about the theory of the 5 elements: the fire, air, water, metal, and the air. Okay, so we'll just go into our description of our video here. So right away, we can work with the theory of the meridian. It's really easy because we can just go to the therapy. We have a meridian therapy, and we can just start the meridian therapy. And then it will work with the meridian. In our program, we have the main 12 meridian, and some of the meridian have been added, which are like a neoplasm degeneration, allergy meridian, lymph meridian. It's all related to some of the 12 main meridian. We have a table of correspondence for that, and then it is really easy to understand what we are doing here. So we will wait a little for this therapy to be. So when it is done, we can see the meridian that are weak, that we call here too yin, and those who are too yang. Okay, and then what we can do, we can retest. So what will happen is that the system will retest and try to correct each and every meridian, and it will show to us which meridians cannot be corrected, okay, in this time. And while this happens, we can just go and work here on this module, and we can just go and look at the acupuncture. We have all the meridian here, and we can just choose a meridian that we would like, either the governing vessel. We can work on some of the meridian like the lung. Okay, we can work on all those meridian. It's all there, the ancestral meridian. So the idea of here, we can do also a scan that will go non-stop going through the 12 main meridian. Okay, so this is something that is important. Then we have the skin, fatty acid, gallbladder, kidney. So we can do all those meridian and let them, and then we can work on what is it that it is, like the lymph. We can see what the lymph is related to the lung. So on our program here. So that's good. We just go back in here. And so what is happening is that while the system is working on the meridian, it will give us, some of the element some information about the theory of the 5 elements: the fire, air, earth, metal, water. Here we use the air. Sometimes in some of the program, it could be wood. Okay, so what we are looking for is what is less than 50 is chronic. In here, it will be the air. The air here is related to the liver and the gallbladder. So we have this information, and then we can continue, and we can see if there is some meridian that has been correct, and some cannot be fixed here. We can see. So what we can do, we can just retest, and the system will tell us, which meridian has been improved. So here we cannot, the system cannot correct, the meridian related to fat. on the management of the fat in the body. So, and then what we have here we have some colors, and the interpretation of the color is given here. So fuchsia means that those meridian has improved a little here, and the yellow is the one that is weak, and the green here is greatly weak for that client. So what we could do, we can do a rework and try to correct this meridian. So what we do, we just put a dot here, and then it cannot correct. So we would have to redo it. So this is a real sign, that there is something that we need to look for this client, about the fat. Okay, so here it has been correct, and then we can correct all those meridian, the ancestral meridian and things like that. So this is really interesting, and those that cannot be correct, we can redo another test, or we can simply work with the client with some lifestyle change. Important. Okay, so this is the meridian. This is the energy of the information about the 5 elements of the Chinese medicine. And here, for sure, once we have done the meridian, we can come to the acupuncture point. But what is important, one second, is that I could look at the acupuncture, and the system will tell me where it has found all the acupuncture points that really need to be worked on. And those are the acupuncture that we could use with needles if we are an acupuncture qualified. Okay, so we can just go there, and then we can just work electroacupuncture with those points. Or we can use this, and we can tell the system, take all the acupuncture that you have found here, bring them here, and then we will just work and start the session, the correction of the meridian, or the acupuncture points, and we would just find here the mental disorder and the physical disorder, and we would start. So this is really something that is nice, easy, and then we can really work on that and do a great work with the meridian. And if we want to work a little bit more in a different way, we can work and find information about the 5 elements of the Chinese medicine through the sport program. Sport program, we will come back eventually about that to have a demo. But we have here a sports superconscious report. And then what we have here are the 5 elements of the Chinese medicine again, but with some information a little bit more. Blockage in the immune system, blockage in the spleen, blockage in negative emotions. So this is a place where we love to come here because we have information, okay? So we will just go that. We could just work in here, even repair this. And we will have a rectification. So this is really interesting also. 65 rectified. So this is not rectified enough. We would just redo it again. And what we want also about the 5 elements of the Chinese medicine, I like to work in the dental program. So we'll just go quite quick in here. In the dental program, we have what we call a teeth table, and we have all the information about the meridian linked to the meridian linked to the 5 elements of the Chinese medicine. Okay, so here we have kidney, bladder for the water, liver and gallbladder for the air, spleen, pancreas, and stomach for the earth, etc., etc. And then what we have here is that it will help to harmonize some other element, either emotions, it could be the endocrine system, it could be the teeth and everything. So we would just click on the highest here. Here the highest is related to the lung and the large intestine. We would click and there will be harmonization, but there will be no rectification. Okay, but we could do that just to stimulate all those, the full column here. Okay, so this is really something interesting to work on. because the 5 elements of the Chinese medicine are so important in our work that we are doing with the client, because they give us so many good information. So this was mainly what I wanted to show you about the Meridian. Well, Meridian I can show you in here. Again, if we do not have time to do all the therapies about the Meridian, we can just come in here, look for this number, and then we have all the Meridian here. You know, the spleen, the skin, the pancreas, the nerve, and then we can look at the reactivity. So those reactivity that are highest are the ones that we would consider the large intestine, and also those who are very low in reactivity. So what we are looking for is always the highest reactive and the least reactive. Okay. Because what we want to harmonize everything so that everything will be in good harmony with all together. So this is mainly what I wanted to show you for the Meridian. It's interesting very much, and then we can do a lot once we have the Meridian here that we know that is less. We can always, you know, so either treat, we can use it in here, and then try to use it, and then try to see, okay, what could be with this Meridian? What could be the white flower would be good for that? What would be, let's say, well, is this Meridian related to some chromosome? We can say, what are those Ayurvedic products that could be interesting, you know? So this is all, you know, what emotion is related to this fatty acid. We could just even do this, and we click this test, and it will give me the emotion that will the emotion that are related to this this meridian. Okay, and then we can just click again each line and look at the result here. Okay, so that was it. That was what I wanted to talk to you about the meridian today.